Let's take you straight to Tshwane, and this is where human rights organizations are expected to march to the union buildings, demanding protection for activists and whistleblowers. Our Ziniko Mhlaba is there live for us now. Ziniko, good morning. Tell us what's happening where you are, and we are expecting this march to get underway imminently.
Yes, Iman, we are understanding that at 10 o'clock, that's when they'll be marching to the union buildings. They are here in most, in their numbers, Iman, they're just picking up some placards as well with various messages that have been signed up for those who will be picking up. But as far as the crowd is concerned, people have come out already. Some of them are still getting out of the minibus taxis, which they are using to come this side. So I'm just going to give you a glimpse of the numbers we are talking about, and we do apologize for that audio. They are just being mobilized so that they can officially start. But the other issues, Iman, which has been, a sticking point for the activists, is the issue of activists in the climate and energy sector. A lot of people have died. Remember that there's that N2 debate that's still taking place in the Eastern Cape, whether the Pondoland must really be open to infrastructure development such as major roads. And of course, you know that a lot of work has gone into that conversation. But let's bring in an activist, Thabo, here, who's going to give us more details in terms of the climate and energy sector. What are their key challenges? And of course, the issue of the killing of the activists. How prevalent is it in that sector? Thabo, thank you very much, sir, for your time. Give us a sense of what's happening in the energy and climate sector, especially when it comes to the safety of activists today.
Okay, thank you very much, and thanks for this opportunity, and also thanks for the viewers for seeing this. There are a lot of issues. One of the biggest issues is that a lot of activists that are fighting for energy and climate change are being killed. And they are being killed because of they are fighting for their rights. They are fighting for clean and safe an environment. People are being killed simply because of the mining industry wants to make a way for mining activities, compromising the land of people, where people are supposed to get water, the areas where people are supposed to practice their religious beliefs. People are being killed and they are being moved from their land so that to make way for mining activities.
I mean, sorry to cut you. How do we then find the balance? Because some government officials and some in the corporate sector say it is also very important to bring in opportunities through infrastructure development, through the mining activities that you're mentioning. So how do we find that balance, and why is it a struggle for both sides to come to a common ground?
I mean, there are a lot of opportunities. Mining activity is not really the only opportunity that people can find for job creation. There are a lot of opportunities out there. People are now talking about renewable energy, which is the cleanest, the safest, for people to get employment opportunities. Decent jobs can actually be obtained out of renewable energy sector. Mining activity, even the global north countries, are actually moving away from mining activities, promoting renewable energy in order to save the planet, because South Africa is actually has signed on to the UN, and has made commitment to move away from the fossil fuel industry. So we cannot continue to make way for mining activities so that employment opportunities can be created. There's a lot of opportunities in the renewable energy space.
I mean, what becomes the role of local leaders such as ward councillors who are representing communities, but also, communications people who are responsible for interacting with communities and activists such as yourself? How have those conversations been going, and what is it that is lacking? Because we've been dealing with this issue for some time, but we're just not finding a common ground. So what's lacking there in terms of the communication and getting clarity from both sides?
So what we have seen is that, to start with, the local municipalities are not actually coming into party. Local municipalities across the country are actually lagging behind. A lot of local municipalities are not actually engaging in these issues. From the ward level to the regional level, local municipalities are the first point of contact for communities. So So if they are not engaged and they are not informed about these issues, and it's very easy for any mining company just to filter down to any ward or any community to mislead the ward council. So the ward councillors, because they want to be seen as people that are actually bringing development in the communities, most of them will simply agree on a particular fossil fuel extractive project without having facts, without actually looking at the repercussions and the consequences as a result of agreeing to that mining activity.
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. All the best with you much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, Iman, that's Mhlaba, an activist in the energy economic sector. But just to give you a glimpse of people who have come out, and what I'm noticing here, Iman, is that it's people of all ages. We've got young people, we've got elders, we've got people of middle age. They're all coming out, and of course, as you can see, some placards there written, "Defend our defenders." These are the young people I'm referring to. They've come out, and of course, we'll see how then the mass proceeds from here. We understand that at about 10 o'clock, that's when they'll be kicking off and walking to the union buildings.
Ziniko, thank you very much for that.